Last year had a sensational freshman season, freshman All-American, and Chick, thanks so much for being with us. And maybe talk a little bit first about what your day was like a year ago, February 1st last year. What was that like for you?
Oh, it was an unbelievable day for me and my family. Just a lot of excitement for us, and you know, that day, you know, just signified me becoming a Hurricane officially, and you know, it's a day I'll never forget.
Officially, you say, because you're a Hurricane from day one.
From day one.
From day one. You had you love the U, and we talk about that. And Chick, one thing I want to bring up is about the adjustment. When you go to high school, and you couldn't have had a more successful high school career. I mean, you were MVP in the All-Star games, did everything you were supposed to do at the high school level. You came in, you passed your conditioning test right out of the bag, but it's still an adjustment, isn't it?
Oh yeah, there's no doubt it is. You know, you just got to get used to, you know, waking up at, 5 a.m., you know, not getting done until late at night. You know, going against bigger and stronger guys that are just as talented as you, and you know, it's just that grind that you have to go through the season every day. And this past season, I learned a lot from this past season, and I'm looking forward to next season because of everything I learned last season.
Well, you played in every game, got 9 starts, tallied some sacks, and I could see you learned something every week, and you're fortunate. You had a grandfather that played the position. You had a dad that was phenomenal at the spot. So, I mean, you had dinner table coaching your whole life, and you still had a lot to learn.
Yeah, there's no doubt. This past season, I learned so much with just technique. And in high school, you can just blow past kids, and you don't got to use technique. And in this level, you got to use technique, or you're not going to win. And you know, last season I was a little too light, and this off season I'm focused on gaining weight. Like, you know, I'm up about 20 pounds, so I'm really looking forward to next season.
When we're talking about the Tampa area and that St. Pete area, and we've got some names that have come in from there, and that's an area that, at least on the commitment list, we haven't gotten the information yet, that Miami's done a great job of securing talent again. And notoriously, that's not a U spot. You know, there's been some other schools that have gone in there, but it's nice to see that Miami's opened the gates to that Tampa St. Pete area, and a lot of it has to do with you heading down here last year.
It's great seeing it. We're getting, I think, 4 guys in this class from Tampa, and you know, that's unreal. And we're going to get a couple more next year. I know that. And you know, this recruiting class, I'm so excited for it. You know, Coach Golden, we're always talking about how, you know, he just keep bringing in, you know, the right guys, and the guys that, you know, want to win. You know, that have, you know, that no matter what happens, you know, they're going to fight till the end. And that was a culture that he started doing last year. We're going to continue to do that this year.
Chick, talk a little bit about how when you went through the year physically, when you got to like game 7, game 8, the other team was starting to make adjustments, perhaps adjustments you wouldn't see in high school, plus now maybe you start to wear down a little bit. What was that like? Did you ever feel like you were hitting the wall, not only mentally, but also in terms of what they were trying to do to you?
Yeah, I think there was that towards the end of the season. You know, my dad told me what to expect, and a lot of it was right, but you really don't know how it is until you do it. And you know, and as the season went on, you know, I was getting, like, the first couple of days of camp, I'm out there, and I'm the first one to go get water. I'm trying to be that guy. I'm hustling, and you know, you really have to conserve your body. And every time, you know, getting the ice bath, just the little things like that, you got to take care of yourself. And that's just another thing I learned last season that I'm looking forward to, you know, adjusting to this season, so I can stay fresh the whole season.
By the way, it looks like you get some help. The cavalry is on the way.
Yeah.
You had a couple of defensive linemen here. We had Jelani Hamilton, big defensive end from St. Thomas High School. You had Jacoby Briscoe that's going to work inside, and you had Tyreek McCord from over in Tampa.
Yep.
So you got a couple of guys that can work with you on the edge.
Yeah, you know, I talked to all those guys. You know, I make sure I talk to them before they come here, see what they're like, see, you know, what kind of guys they are, and those are 3 great guys. And you know, they're hard workers. You know, Tyreek's got tremendous abilities. He's very explosive. Jelani, he's played on a successful team. He knows how to win. He knows how to prepare to win. And Jacoby, man, he's a big old kid. He's a big old kid. You know, he's all 6'4", you know, 310, and you know, just a wide body that, you know, we really need. And I'm looking forward teammates.
When you look at this as well, they bring in also a couple offensive linemen. Coach Kehoe and the staff did a great job of securing the real Dayton Broward local talent as the offensive lineman. A lot of the same things apply on the offensive line as they do the defensive line. You got to get yourself ready physically. I mean, that's the bottom line.
No doubt. No doubt. You know, these guys came in right now, Eric Flowers and Taylor Gavois, and you know, they can tell that, you know, it's a process in order to get your body ready. And when I came in, you know, I was working out every day before I came in, and I was able to conditioning wasn't a problem for me. But you know, to understand the beating of the season and the banging of the season, you have to go through it, and that's something you can't realize until you do go through it.
Chick, how about this aspect of recruiting also? Because you're a great example of it. Coach Golden wants the guys that want to play for the University of Miami, where it means something to them, where their heart and soul is with the University of Miami. You're playing for the jersey, playing for that fan base, playing for the legacy. Those are the guys that when he says to you, all right, stay after for some extra reps, and you say, I'll do 10 extra, 15, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt. You know, guys like Philip Dorsett and Denzel and myself, we all love this school more than anything. People ask me my favorite NFL team. I don't have one. This is my favorite football team. And you know, there's nothing more I want to see than us win, and I'm looking forward to us winning next year because you know we're gonna be good.
And Jim, we got to go to leadership. I mean, you and I talked about it. You can't wait till you're senior. You can't wait till you're junior. You had to lead as a freshman, and you did the best that you could, but you got to step that up as well. Personally, I'm talking about you got to step it up and be a leader of this football team by example.
There's no doubt. You know, I'm stepping up with the D-line, and we're out there doing drills together, and you know, I'm trying to lead them and you know, just do stuff to make us all better. Because the O-line and D-line, we're out there every day at 6 a.m. working, and we're getting better. We're real unified right now. We're a lot more unified than we were last season. You know, we all feel like that, and you know, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. With the guys that Coach Golden's bringing in, you know, hopefully we get some good surprise commits today that we're really going after, and I'm waiting to see that too. But yeah, I'm really excited for it.
How about the process though? Now, I mean, you had an opportunity to go anywhere in the country, whether it was Southern California or Georgia or Florida, Florida State, and you know, you held true to the place you're supposed to hold true to, the University of Miami, but they pound you. I mean, it's a pounding on that that process.
Yeah, these kids that are signed today, they've been getting pounded the last couple of days. With every coach making their last you know, plea for them to come there, and you know, all the guys that choose here, I can't wait to meet them all, and hopefully when they all come here and they're all here together, the whole class, however many there are, there's like 30-some of them. You know, I just want to take them in here and sit down with them and just tell them, you know, this is how we're going to do things. This is how it's going to be, and that's how it's going to be. There's no other way out. If you don't like it, then you got to go. You know, but Coach Golden's bringing those guys that want to work like that.
Got a great challenge too. You know, everybody loves the brand, the U brand, the orange and green, and so therefore you end up in these classic matchups. And through the last several years, it's been games against Florida and Ohio State and Oklahoma. And it just so happens that this year's series starts against Notre Dame.
Oh yeah, that game's going to be.
Already smiling about it.
It's going to be awesome. Playing in Chicago, Notre Dame, they hate us, we hate them. There's nothing better than that. My dad, I hear stories from the guys like Don and my dad, and they all tell me their stories against Notre Dame. I can't relate to have my own.
All right, well, very good. Thank you so much. You did a great job this year. Congratulations.
Good to see
Great season. All right, that's University of Miami defensive end Tony Chickillo.